Let me hit you with a truth that most men never see coming. Traction doesn't start with a smile. It doesn't start with her saying you're handsome. It doesn't even start when she agrees to spend time with you. Starts in these shadows, in the tiny micro. Behaviors that are easy to miss unless you know what to look for. Because when a woman genuinely thinks the hour attractive, it's truly instinctively deeply attractive. She won't come right out and say it. She won't send you a memo or flash a neon sign that says, "I want you." That's not how real feminine attraction works. That's not how the female nervous system is wired out. Instead, she'll show you with flickers. She'll show you in the way. Her eye spouse just a second too long on yours. Even if she pretends it was nothing, she'll show you in how her voice softens instantly. When she talks to you, a tone she doesn't use with any anals. She'll show you by remembering that'll saw you. Thought no one noticed details you'll forget you shared. She'll show you by choosing to stay a little longer when she could have left us landing in just slightly playing with her necklace, brushing her hair behind her ear. Even if you're not doing anything overtly flirty. Why? Because her body responds before her mind does. Her instincts know what they want, even when her words stay polite and measured. This is the realm of deep attraction. Not the surface level stuff most dating years talk about. Not the fake interest. Not the game. Not the attention-seeking behavior from women who want validation. I'm talking about when a woman sees and feels something in her chest, her stomach, her spine, and she doesn't know. She just knows she wants to be near you. And here's the most powerful part. The men who actually notice these signs, the ones who can read the room without reading, the ones who stay still whenever of our men perform, those are really men women don't forget. 'Cause they didn't chase. They don't question. They didn't crumble under doubt. They know what to look for. They move through the world with awareness, present in control of their energy, not just their words. And in that stillness, women lean in, not because they were convinced, but because they felt something. So, if you've ever looked at a woman and thought, does she like me? Is she attracted to me? Am I reading this right? Then this video is going to permanently remove that doubt from your life, because today we're decoding the mean, unmistakable, psychologically backed signs that a woman thinks you're attractive. Let's cut through the noise. Let's leave the guesswork behind. Let's get into the truth. Here's a powerful truth that most men ever learn, not because it's hidden, but because they're too distracted to see it. When a woman finds you attractive, she rarely says it directly. She doesn't say, "I want you." She doesn't say, "You're exactly my type." She doesn't send you obvious signals wrapped in gift paper. Instead, she reveals it in whispers, not in sound, but in subtlety. In the way she leans in just a little closer than necessary. In how her voice softens when you speak in way her body starts responding to you, even if her words remain perfectly casual. You see, women operate on a different frequency. They're biologically and socially conditioned less overt about their desire. So when they're drawn to a man, when their body reacts to your energy, your presence, your voice, your stillness, they don't announce it. They display it quietly, repeatedly, consistently. Fever guy misses this. He's stuck in his shed, obsessing over what to say, how to impress, what move to make next. Hetri's harder and harder to be seen. She's right in front of him. It's already showing. Signs that she sees him clearly. Meanwhile, the stoic man, the grounded man, the high-value man, Ha notices the micro signs, he observeth and reacts. T doesn't fish for compliments. T doesn't interrupt them by needing validation. He just watches, feels. Beside, T knows that melee traction doesn't scream, whispers and posture, breath, silence. Space because women are emotional coutures by nature. They oper sensation and responsend when they find a man attractive, truly attractive. It shows in their nervous system before it ever shows on their face. Her body opens, her defenses soften, her rhythm syncs with yours. Even if she says nothing, her entire being is telling a different story. That's what this video is about. This isn't pickup artistry. This isn't game dot. This is awareness. This is a boot training. Your eyes and your instincts notice what other men never will. And then you learn this skill. Once you understand how attraction really shows up in a woman, you'll never doubt yourself again. You won't ask, does she like me? You'll know because your clarity will replace your anxiety. Your compressance will do what words never could. And women will feel some linger around you. They can't explain, but they won't want to lose. So if you're done guessing, if you're done misreading signals and chasing shadows, stay with me, because what I'm about to share will change how you see women forever. Here are the 9 clear signs a woman thinks you are attractive, even if she says nothing. Let's begin. 1. Her eyes lock onto yours and then soften. There's something primal about the eyes. You've probably heard it before. The eyes are the window to the soul. But when a woman finds you attractive, it goes bay and cell sourcing. Her eyes literally tail in her. Starts with that second look. You catch her eye, and instead of looking away instantly, like she would with a stranger or someone who's indifferent. 2, she pauses, but iste. And in that pause, everything can jazz. Her pupils dilate, her gaze softens, her expression becomes warmer, more open, almost childlike for a split second. This is her biology speaking louder than her mouth ever could. And if she's shy or guarded, she might break eye contact, but she return. To it, that return is the very thing means you affected her. Even if she pretends not to notice you, her nervous system already has this kind of eye contact, this weight. You feel it. She feels it. It's not aggressive or staring. Still, it's focused. It's alive. When a woman finds you attractive, her body wants more of your presence. And Hergus is the first thing that betrays that truth. This is our first clue that you're not being noticed. You're being felt. 2. Her voice changes just for you. Here's what Mossman miss. Woman's voice isn't just sound, it's signal. When she finds a man attractive, her voice becomes softer, more adulterate, almost sensual without ring. You might hear it in the way she says your name, or how she pauses before answering. Your question, there's a breathiness, a subtle musicality. Shallower, her volume is slightly, speaks more slowly, and leans toward a more emotional tone. Why does this happen? Biologically, when a woman is around someone she finds attractive, her body enters a slightly aroused state. The parasympathetic nervous system responsible for emotional safety and dampness activates. Her throat relaxes, her pitch lowers slightly, and her tone becomes more fluid. Compare how she talks to her friends and how she talks to you. There's softness. If there's some emotional charge in her tone, you'll feel something in her words, even when she's just saying, "How is your day?" You're already in her head. Her voice in that moment is no longer casual. It's inviting. 3. She mirrors your movements. Ever notice a man taking a sip of their drink right after you, or shifting their posture to match yours. That's not coincidence. That's synchronization. When a woman is attracted to a man, she's subconsciously syncing her body language with this. She crosses her legs when you do. She adjusts her posture asterisk shortly after you shift. She leans forward when you do, often without realizing it. This is scalic mirroring, a form of neurological alignment. It's Vebren's way of saying I trust you like a you. It went to stay in rhythm with you, but it's even more powerful. It's involuntary. She doesn't plan to mirror you. Here instincts do it because they're drawn to your presence. Feels safe, feels magnetic, and this kind of alignment builds emotional intimacy without a single word being exchanged. So, next time you're around her, adjust your posture slightly. Watch what she does next. She follows. It's game on. Force finds reasons to stay in your presence. When a woman doesn't feel anything, she finds an excuse to leave. She's busy. She has to meet a friend. She suddenly remembers a text she needs to reply to. But when she's attracted, she finds reasons to stay. She lingers after the conversation ends. She'll start a new topic. She remembers something she forgot to ask. She delays, leaving even when everything around Harry's telling her to go. It doesn't matter if you're in a group or a one-on-one setting. She's seeking proximity, staying in your space longer than necessary. She's emotionally to you deeper. Her conscious mind may not even realize why she's staying, but her body does. Feels good around you. Your presence activates her in subtle ways. So even if she doesn't know what she's doing, her instincts are guiding her to remain close. This is powerfulness. Proximity builds momentum, and momentum. Attraction is everything. 5. She touches you lightly, and more often. Touch is primal. It's proverbial. Its first language is human beings, and when a woman touches you, even casually, it's rarely by accident. The first time may be subtle. A light graze, a brief brush of your arm, playful push during a joke. But if she finds you attractive, those touches will increase in frequency and in intimacy. She might put her hand in your shoulders. She laughs. Hug you tighter or longer than expected. Let her hand linger when she gives you some effing. Fix a mething on your shirt or jacket. Of these is the quietest. She's saying, can I touch you and still feel safe? And if you pass status by staying calm, relaxed, non-reactive, she escalates. Touch, when it flows freely, is a bridge between comfort and chemistry. She keeps crossing that bridge. She's not just interested, she's into you. 6. She gets nervous in a feminine way. One of the most overlooked signs of attraction is nervousness. Not the type rooted in fear, but thickened that rises from emotional arousal. She fidgets with herrings. She adjusts your hair more than usual. Oh, she plays with her phone without needing it. Her law comes a little too fast. She stumbles over words. She usually speaks confidently. Why? Because your presence is activating her. She wants to look composed, but her emotions bubbling up beneath the surface, and her body doesn't know how to hide it. This kind of nervousness is deeply feminine. It's vulnerability meeting desire. And when you remain calm, grounded, and unfazed, she feels even safer letting those instincts rise. Mossmen misread this, but know you won't, because when you see her nervousness through the lens of power, you release. You're not intimidating her, you're affecting her. 7. She compliments your masculinity. And women rarely say you're but if she finds you attractive, She will compliment your masculine inns. You always seem so calm. You have a really deep voice. There's something about the way you walk. You just make people feel safe. These are Ren just comments. They're emotional confusions in disguise. She's not talking about your looks. She's talking about how you make her feel when she began noticing your presence, your steadiness, your groundedness. That's a direct signal of attraction. Masculine polarity creates emotional charge in the feminine. So when Scheppelman's those aspects of you, she's not just admiring you. She's drawn to you. She opens up to you without a filter. When a woman feels safe and stimulating your presence, something shifts in her speech. Her filter drops herstories deepen her past surfaces. Cheshire's memories she didn't plan to share. She talks about childhood ambition dreams. And here's the key. She may apologize for talking so much. That's your clue. It means her emotions took the wheel because your presence agreed emotional permission. You didn't heed to pride. You didn't need to ask 100 questions. You've just stayed calm, present, and genuinely curious. And her feminine energy responded by opening up. This kind of opening isn't logical. It's instinctual. It means you've passed her internal safety checks, and now the door's wide open. 9. She invests emotionally over time. This is the strongest sign. When a woman finds you attractive, she doesn't just show I tense. She sustains it. You'll notice she sex in more often. She remembers the small things. She responds faster even during busy days. She gives you hair attention.